Okay, I might be selling my house soon, right? Because I'm not safe in this beautiful town. I love it, and I'm fine with all the members of the public. But due to someone that used to live next door to me, hating me because I had to show him the deeds of my house, because he didn't want to live in the back garden, right? We got these concrete pillars like this, and all you had was like these bits of wire through. Well, I had a dog, right? So I asked him if I could politely take them down in the back garden and replace it with a brand new fence, all at my cost. And he went mad, right? And the other thing, I asked him please to stop throwing food all over the floor and encouraging the rats and the pigeons everywhere. I had dead pigeons in the loft anyway, right? He obviously didn't like that, so I had to show him the deeds. His face at the floor, and I didn't realise until the builder told me, right, that by me doing that he knew I had no mortgage. Mate, guys, he used to sit in his bay window, right, waiting for me to leave so he could let my dogs out on the street. Beat me up in 2008. Well, obviously he's got links in the force, right, so they make sure they don't take my statement and you get away with everything. So look, it's a bit of a mess, right, but I'll show you pictures later of when I first done this, because none of this was here. It was just all weeds and a concrete path. Now, it's massive. You could have a 24 by 12 foot swimming pool down there. Right, I did all these walls. There's electrics down here as well for lighting. There was like 4 lights here. Right, it wouldn't take much to put it back. Beautiful wall there, pond up there. There's a tap on the wall there. Right, yeah, patio here, pond up there. Yeah, I am, because I don't come out. Right, what they've done to me, yeah, I'm not safe in my house, and I struggle, so I'm out now, right? When I first moved here, I painted it all, we wire brushed it. Right, trust me, wouldn't take much to bring it back, but its location is amazing. So behind those trees, I'll show you in a minute, you've got the meadow. Right, it's a stone's throw. Right, so yeah, as for parking, I've had an extra long wheelbase Iveco truck on here, a caravan, you can fit a caravan, a long wheelbase Iveco truck, and a car in front of it. Right, and obviously, like I say, doesn't matter, you can clean all this up. And I've had 2 boats on here. Right, there's a car, look, you can see there's enough room for another car there. Fat wide one too if you wanted it. So now I'm going to see, let's hope I don't mess this video up, because I'm going to go for it, get on my bike. I can't walk that far. And show you a bit around, close by. Right, see that car in the distance, just there? Right, just there now, past that, right, it's got its brake lights on. There's a shop just there, open until 9 o'clock, and a chip shop. Go down there and around the corner and that, you're not far from the train station. You don't even have to go on the main road. Right, you can go on the paths. And I'll take you up this road. And the horrible neighbour don't live there anymore. I got attached to me is a lovely, sort of, I don't know, maybe in their 40s, young couple with young kids. Oh, they're lovely, beautiful. I had dinner there, they're helpful if you need any help. And on the other side's a nice lady. It's funny because her dog, bless him, 15-year-old Barney, I used to walk him now and again, and she could see that he decided he wanted to live with me. So I had him for the last, I don't know what it was, about 8-9 months of his life. I actually slept down the meadow for a couple of weeks with him because he struggled with the hill. So just at the top of the road here, it's not far. Do you know what? It's horrible because I'm left-handed, so I can't reach the pause button. I'd like to pause for a sec, so that you're not having to watch bits in between. I'll just get to the points I need to get to, which has always been my struggle. So I'm going to try. Oh my god, no, I won't be able to do it. Maybe if I was to put it that way I could do it. Okay guys, I've had to turn it. No, still can't reach the pause button. Oh man, I can't ride that fast. Here we go. Check that out. Check that out. Hey! Alright, buddy! You got the vine tree pub there, amazing pub. Look at it all out the back and that. Massive. That's lovely. You got another shop there, open till 10 o'clock. You got the cricket field there. Whopping great green up behind there, walk your dogs and all that. Right, you got the hospital there, you got the doctor's surgery. So you're talking like 6 minutes walk from the house. if you just walk normal. You don't have to rush for that. There you go, that's the hospital and the doctors in there. Beautiful buildings as well. I've done a video on this before. There's a outdoor gym and that up there as well. Play area for kids. Theatres here. You got a cinema, which you're allowed to sit and watch a film with an alcoholic drink. It's the only one in the country. And it costs £5 to get in. There at those next set of traffic lights. Turn right, you got the sports centre. The swimming pool. Really mega friendly place as well, honestly. You could talk to everyone. They'll definitely have no problem holding a conversation. So another shop here, I'm just about to go and get some ice cream. That's a really good Chinese restaurant, which is very close. I'm actually going to turn round. Lovely buildings here everywhere. See if I just whip back up through here. That building, the big building in the distance, look, it's back at the Vine Tree pub. Honestly, it's lovely in there. Oh, and it's got, it puts venues on. So we have the Cheese and Grain, that puts big bands and markets and wrestling and stuff on. And then this has really good bands and that as well. It's got an upstairs. The outside area is massive. Look, lovely houses nearby. Oh, that's a dentist right there. So literally a stone's throw from my house, you've got the dentist, the hospital, the doctors, 3 shops, an amazing pub, Chinese. Don't forget it is a Tuesday, but look at that. Look at all that outside seating area. Huge car park. Oh, and there's vets. Yeah, forgot about that. There's vets right there. Just up the road there, where you can see that red on the right hand side. That's the football field. Clocked all that. Clocked all the Chinese, the Vine Tree, the vets, the dentist, the doctors, the hospital, the Chinese. And this is, so literally, because I can go fast now, fast-ish, because I'm going downhill on free wheel. And my house is just past that red car. Not far past it. Where that motorhome is, a little bit past that. And it's a big 3-bedroom semi-detached, right, with a humongous loft, which most people down here, well, not most, but a lot have converted. And it's big enough to get a huge bedroom, or 2 small bedrooms, and a bathroom. Right, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more. I put my gates on, a lot of people have the gates on. You can see they're obviously having their loft converted. That's why you're seeing that. Now, so you just come out the door here. Oh, that sunshine is amazing. I don't know if it'll mess the view up. Yeah, it's alright. So literally, you come down here, look. Not steepish, but not very long. Right, and then you get to here. Hiya! Alright, how are you guys? Let me just pause that. Go that way, you can get to Asda and train station in no time. Look at that. That's the sort of thing you can do with the loft. That's amazing. They've extended out the back as well. Look, can you see that? They've gone out the back. Look at those nice wide eaves they've got with a decking area. So they've got a huge kitchen. Beautiful. So that's what you can do with my house. You've got a lovely view. This is the view if you were at my house. Right, now we're going down to the meadow. Asda and the train station down there in no time at all. This way I'll show you in a bit. That'll take you to town without seeing any cars. Literally down that footpath. Come down that here, and this is the meadow with the river. This is beautiful. Look, people picnicking there. There's benches everywhere. I'll show you one of these. Look at that. You get birds of prey here. There's otters in the river. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? And the river's like, I'll show you, the river goes all the way around there. We'll see it in a minute. Right, it goes all the way around. And look at that. So the river is literally just behind all of here. And if you can see it up there, see the painted house? That's my house. You can see next door's got a Velux window in it. And look at that. The only, out of all of them, along here, the only one that can see down through here is mine. And it could be yours. Look at this beautiful walk through here. Oh, I've got to get it off soon. There you go. Down under this lovely tree. Another bench there. 2 more benches there under that beautiful old tree, oak tree. We're heading towards town now. Another bench here. Put lots of bird and badger boxes everywhere. Now obviously we've had loads of hot weather, so the river's low. Right, but here's the river down through here. Like I said, going all around the field. Right, so we're heading towards town from that gate. Yeah, I've just come through that gate. Might look a long distance from here, it's not. I haven't been down here for years. Right, only because of what's happened to me. So I used to love coming down here with my dogs. Right, 2 more benches up there, look. 3 more benches here. I'll show you the river again. Riverside path, look. A little bit of weir down there. So people go down here, obviously I'll let a dog swim in that. Isn't this amazing? Right on your doorstep. What about that? And trust me, I'm a fair man, so my house needs a lot of work. But I kid you not, if you spend 100 grand on it, right, you'd probably have a basic loft conversion, a new kitchen, and you wouldn't have to take the old one out, because I haven't even got one in there, right? And you wouldn't have to take the old bathroom out either, because I haven't got one in there either. I've only got a freestanding bath. Right, so it's basically just getting all my crap out of the way. And there's actually 22 solar panels in one of the bedroom, which you're welcome to have as well. And I've got the inverter, so if you want to get all that going, you can. Right, that, see that willow there? It's actually a little seating area inside that. I remember the lady when she planted it all, so I've seen that grow. Now let's go this way. It's that conker tree there, look. Starting to get the conkers up. So you come through this little nice little bit here. And up there is called the Millennium Green. When I first moved here for many years, I used to clean all the rubbish of all this area here. I've got the dog poo bins put up as well. Right, there's a signpost there. Woolbridge Town Centre. Oh, hold on. We'll be going that way in a minute, under that little railway bridge. And that's not normal trains, that's the quarry trains. Here we go, look, Millennium Green. Right, so that goes back to mine. So look at this old style, get over here and up these steps and we'll show you what's up here. Come up here, look at the apple tree. Check how many's on there growing. Right, there's another tree here that does these. Oh, they're like, here you go, these. Right, they're like plums, like mini. When they're done, they're absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we come up here. Oh, sorry guys. Right, I'm going to go this way. Oh, I'm so sorry, this is hard. More seating area here. Viewpoint. But I'm just going to go this way a minute to show you. When I first moved here, and my house wasn't as bad, I used to get all my logs and firewood from here. And the guy from the council used to maintain it and that. Appreciated that I was working with him. I'd only take the right stuff, which was clearing up. Okay, so in this little corner here, that's another apple tree. That's another apple tree. You can see them on there. Right, that's another apple tree, and they're different varieties. And you basically help yourself. You come through here. There's more there. You got this, look at the plantage and that as well. Right, and then somewhere to sit. Lovely little area here. People sometimes have little barbecues here. See that tree? I took a lot of that home. There's a bit there. There's a bit there which I left for people to sit on. But I've had a lot of that tree years ago. So now, if you were to go There's steps down there, takes you back towards mine. So obviously I'm doing two things here. I'm showing you a bit more of Frome, which I've been doing lately. Like, there's a college in beyond there for people with learning disabilities, and that's amazing. The garden is fantastic. Right, so this is where we were. So lovely. Oh, and look, a tiny bit of rubbish. There's a bin there. Won't stay there long. Someone will pick that up. Tell you what. I'll do it now. Stick that in the bin. Right, if everyone done that, you know, thousands of people picking up a few items of rubbish, make a massive difference. So there's that apple tree and that. Look, more seating area. People sometimes put tents up here. You might not be able to hear it, but I can hear music coming from town. You can always hear music somewhere here. Music makes the world go round. I've got to get back to push-up. I can't walk anymore. These little, look at it. Oh, that's better. So I'm back on the bike. So here we go. Continuing on from mine towards town. No cars, no nothing. And I kid you not, even if you walk at a slow pace, you'd be in town in 8 minutes. And I'm, you know, I don't do it. I never was that guy, the kid that come home going, yeah, the fish was this big. And it was actually half the size. Look, so this is your walk to town. Look at these gorgeous properties here. Look at that tree. And the little balconies, and the river's just the other side of there. Right, and over the other side of that, there's the old, my mum used to work there when she was young, factories like Beswicks. So Frome, the people, are saving up to buy it, right? And they're gonna, obviously, got plans to do it in a way that suits the town. So there's the river, it's on the other side there, right? And they're gonna do a Lido area, and they're gonna put a bridge across here so that you can go across to that side earlier on, rather than having to go down here to town. Look at these buildings, check it out. Look at that. I know everyone here. I know all these people. Look at that up there. It's like, what isn't there to look at? Everywhere your camera goes. It's just amazing. Look, old cottage. Look at these. River still by the side. On the left. Right. Up through there. These. Oh, and there's another dentist here as well. Look at that gorgeous building. Old mill. There you go, that's a dentist. Oh look, there's a little cottage there for sale. If anyone's interested, don't forget where we are, Frome. So isn't that beautiful? Hiya. Right, now we're coming to town, look. So here's the bridge. And if you've seen my other videos, you would have seen that this is where the music and all that was. And the massive market. So when the massive market's on, they close this whole high street all the way up there. All the way down here. Look at that building. That's the museum. Look at it from this angle. Look, doesn't that look weird like that? Black Swan Arts there, look. It's got, you wait, there's loads of quirky little alleys and that. Look, there's places down there. Right. So that big building in the distance there, I've put on before. That's where all the music venues and the wrestling and meetings and people come from, people that are on TV come and give speeches and stuff. Not many towns with public toilets, as many as that, look. And for disabled. And see this quirky bit here, these little units here. So those last two cupboards, look. Frome community fridge. So shops put the food in there, and everyone it's free, come and take it. Huge car park. Hello! The river's gone all the way round there. Look at that sunset happening. That's a massive car park. Right. Here we go as well. So this is in my videos, but you couldn't see it clearly. So this is, there you go, Jensen Button Bridge. Happy days. Wow, look at it. For the canoe in there, look. Right, that's out of one of the old factories there. Oh, I'm loving that sun setting in the background. Some gorgeous houses down there. Honestly, I'd have to do, I mean, I'm trying to fit as much in as I can in a short time because I don't want to get bored. A lot of people don't have patience. They like comments when people write comments. If your comments are quite long, I bet you most people don't even bother reading them. They don't want to read 2 sentences and that's it. More benches here, look, over the river. Before you get to the shopping precinct, the other bridge, the library with the clock on top. Oh, sorry, the quirky art. And this is the Westway shopping precinct, which I will be doing again because I'm going to do a bit of story about what happened to me and how I was framed by the neighbour that didn't like the fact that I paid for my house outright and he had to go to work every day for his mortgage. That's the basics of it. Look at that. Lovely there. Right, people out enjoying themselves. Right, plenty of car parking here. There's a map in case you want to pause on that and look at all the locations. I have to turn around because I actually forgot to show you Willow Vale. This is really beautiful with the weir and the kiddies play park. So I'll go back to that in a minute. Right, so we're in the town now. It's got some hills without a doubt. Right. There you go, the Westway Cinema, where you can go in and watch a film and have a beer with you. How about that? Old buildings. Oh, you're not going to believe this, right? I had the idea and started to look into it. So the old TSB up there with the scaffolding on, speaking to someone the other day, and apparently someone's doing, it's funny because I've been an inventor since I was young, but because I'm no good at reading and writing and all that, I did actually apply for all the patency forms when I was 17 with my first invention, right, but it was too difficult for me. So apparently that's going to be what I said, a Wetherspoons. There's a gorgeous fountain here, and in a minute, there's another place there, venue. That's Catherine Hill, I'll take you up there in a minute. That place up there, look, called the Tunnels. So that's also a big pub come music venue. There's kebab shops up there. Look at that lovely archway to a church, I'll show you that. So that road there would take you back up to the hospital and that, where in the vine tree where we were. So there's the lovely fountain. Right, the George Hotel, look, with balconies. Check it out. Right. Here's the famous Cheap Street, which you see up here. Look at that, with the tiny stream running down. And these buildings are beautiful. This is like medieval time, it really is. Absolutely gorgeous. Look. And it's amazing because do you know what, a lot of people these days, me and my mum always said this, people don't look up anymore. Like, look at that lovely sky and every time I'm trying to I want to show you everything. And there's so much here. It's not just shops I'm on about. It's got loads going on. Loads of arts, crafts, all sorts. Look at this. Look, you can see on the sign, someone scribbled out the UN, which would have said unfit for drinking. I've drunk it. Look how clear that is. I've had no problem drinking that. Absolutely lovely. Look at this church. Up these steps we'll go to make it up there. I'll get back on my bike and go around the other way to show you the front of that church. There. This building here is amazing. You've got to see this door. I met the people that bought it. Look at this door. Look at that. Like massive restaurants and that opposite there. Seating area, so that's where I was going. Look at that. This is all right in the town. And you wait till I'll show you up that cobble street there. I'll take you up there. It's amazing. And you got all the usual stuff here that I don't really want to talk about, as in supermarkets, Sainsbury's, Asda. Asda's not far from my house. Lidl's isn't far from here. It's actually close to the town. Look at that weird bridge across there, look. How quirky is that? There it is from a beautiful viewpoint. And the name of this is called Gentle Street. I should have done this on my buggy. Electric buggy. Oh, I can't. Alright. So Gentle Street goes all the way up there. And there's that church from another angle. The view. Please forgive me for panting and all that. I'm sorry, people. Look at that lovely lavender. The way some of the trees just hang over the walls. And the rooftops are amazing. Look at that. That's advertising the FROME Festival. So there'll be events going on in there. There's some beautiful cottages tucked away there. And you're right in town. Lucky enough to have a fire station still, because people are losing theirs. And that's just up the road where that car's come from. Look, bed centre. So if you bought my house and you needed a bed, there you go. But you're welcome to mine. One of them I've never even slept on. It's got an amazing new mattress, memory foam. And it's a king size, or maybe a queen, big one. He's building that. Look at that. Oh, and by the way, Bath's only 14 miles. Right, train station's just around the corner from mine. You get a bus in town if you want. Bath's 14 miles. Longleat Safari Park and Centre Parks is 4 miles from my house. More beautiful architecture. Okay, look, they have events, sometimes discos and that, like old style 80s and 90s music down the back there. And here you got the Memorial Theatre. Right, loads going on. Oh, I don't know if we'll be able to see in there now. You can't actually see in there. But here you go, it's stuff that's going on. Right. So you got the Memorial Theatre. Singing in the rain, look. I'm singing in the rain. What a beautiful feeling. I'm becoming happy again. There's the town hall. And that's got a free food fridge around the back as well. Where supermarkets take, you know, like veg, bread, cakes, tins of food, sandwiches, all sorts. And there's a school behind there. And up the road there, there's a huge park, Victoria Park. Maybe I should try and get out there, show you. And a skateboard park. More lovely buildings. The old church school down there. I'm thinking about it, right? Because there's another church to show you. Frome, it's got a lot of churches. For the size of it, it's probably got more than many. Yeah. Quirky road. That's the school. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not going to be able to get out. I'm not going to be able to get up for 2 days after this, because that's what my fatigue, chronic fatigue, and that does. Right, I've pushed myself far too much. Alright, so there you go, skateboard park, kiddies play park. Alright, and here you have Victoria Park. Obviously, they put a lot of events and that on here as well. And here's your bowls club. Check that out. if you're in the bowls, you can get up here and have a go. It's well kept. Look at that. Smooth as a baby's bum. Look at that artwork. Check that out. I won't catch you guys, I'm just catching the art. Nice one. Look at that, it's beautiful. Those trees. Right, loads of area. Obviously they have fates and all sorts here. Look, sandpit. Another play area for kids. Honestly, for families, this town is amazing. Composting areas and that. I've just come round to the other side of it, look. Just to show you the last bit before we go out and move on back down to the town. And my battery's running out, what a shame. So, there's your bandstand. There's a board there everywhere, board showing you everything that's on. More lovely buildings. Now we're heading down. That sky. Good view. Oh, I can smell the food coming from that pub there. It's got plenty of pubs still open. Right, restaurants and that. So this is called Badcock's area. Right, Spice Place, there's more shops. Another Chinese, that's Italian restaurant. Right, we've got the ship there, look. Look at that. Look at this, it's beautiful. I'm going to go down fast here because my battery's running out. We're going to run out of battery. And that's what I'm doing, keep going